A really popular gaming store found on PCs everywhere. It's called Steam. It's by a company called Valve, and they make a lot of really good games, or at least they used to make a lot of really good games, and now they just sell them on their store. And this is the most popular way to buy games on PC, and you'll see a lot of people gravitating towards Steam. A really popular game found on Steam and on consoles as well is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This game was really popular. It came out 2011. There's still a huge modding community for it. And it actually still gets quite a few sales and a lot of relevance on the Steam store, due to Valve's marketing of it and Bethesda's marketing of it. And it's still, even though there's a new game out, an MMO, it's still a really well-played game in its own franchise. But the modding community is what is holding it up on the PC right now. This game could be tampered with. It could be given like completely new characters, completely new environments. There's like naked mods for men and women. There's like bring a dog in like a poodle or something. It gets messed up, and it gets a little jumbled up. As Davin was saying earlier, mods are, well, they're modifications of games to make them new, fresh, better, completely different. There's a lot of examples of it, but I'm not going to get into that too much. The most popular way to buy games on the PC is by using Steam, but they're not the only distributor to have digital games on their service. There's also EA, or Electronic Arts Origin service, that allows you to buy their EA exclusive games, and also there are some crossover games that are on both services. They offer different online services as well for multiplayer and for friends lists and stuff like that. But these distributor softwares or apps take the games and put them onto the market for consumers to buy. This essentially makes them the middle man or middlemen of the PC digital gaming world. That's how most people go and buy the games, and most people don't even have a second thought of it. They just think Steam, and that's where I'm going to get my games. So basically, to summarize the PC gaming market that most people use in their daily lives, there are developers or creators of a game, and they make their game, and then they give it to a distributor, such as Steam or Origin, and then that distributor takes a small cut and puts it on their store or their marketplace or whatever they call it, and they sell it to you. And the distributor takes a small cut of this. In our example, I'll be talking about Bethesda, the creators of Skyrim, and the distributor Steam, the most popular one, and how their services affect you ultimately in the modding community. So back in 2011, when Skyrim actually came out and the Canadian dollar wasn't complete crap, you could buy the game for $60 on Steam, and then there was a workplace thing that was added in a little bit later where you could get free mods from community members. About 9 months ago, however, Valve, the creators of Steam, tried to change this. Their new model was paid mods. So you paid $60 for the game, and then you got mods, but they weren't free. They could be whatever price the modder chose for it, and that could be completely ridiculous, as you can tell. And the way the money worked for the revenue was that the creator of the mod would receive 25% of the cut that the mod made in its sales, and the developer and the distributor, so Bethesda and Valve or Steam, made 75% of the cut, for essentially doing nothing at all. This was a big change from how mods were always received in the last 20 or 30 years of PC gaming. So the community was in an uproar. They were outraged by this, and they all said, "We hate it," and they wanted it to be changed. So they sent in a lot of letters and angry hate mail, and eventually Steam and Bethesda decided it was a bad idea. So they gave in, and they changed it back to free. So now, if you go onto Steam, you can buy any game for, I don't know, $20 to $1 million, because the Canadian dollar is like stupid and the economy is stupid, but whatever, you can buy whatever you want, and then you can get free mods for it in like 99% of the cases, and everyone's happy, and